School Accreditation. This regular scheduled meeting of the Commission on School Accreditation is being held today, Thursday, February 1st, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. via teleconference from the Senator Gray Barrett Boardroom, 359 Northwest Street, Jackson, Mississippi. The meeting is being live streamed via the MDE YouTube channel. An audio recording is being made of this meeting, and minutes of this meeting will be recorded. As I call the names of the commission members, please state the location of your presence for this meeting. Dr. Lauren Bailey.
Present, Pearl, Mississippi.
Thank you. Kelly Barfield.
Present, Vicksburg.
Thank you. Anthony Bryant.
Present, Tupelo, Mississippi.
Thank you. Dr. Carla Evers.
Present, Pastor Shan, Mississippi.
Thank you. Reginald Goins.
Present, Sarah, Mississippi.
Thank you. Dr. Tyler Hansford.
Present, Decatur, Mississippi.
Thank you. And I'm Pam Manners, and I'm in Biloxi. Dr. Valencia Martin. Hasn't signed on yet. Aisha Maxwell.
Present, Horn Lake, Mississippi.
Thank you. Brad Stevens. Hasn't signed on yet. Jan Vaughn. Sarah Wilborn.
Present, Ellisville, Mississippi.
Thank you. And Ingrid Williams.
Present, Clinton, Mississippi.
Thank you. A quorum of the commission is present for the purpose of conducting this meeting. This meeting is called to order at 8:34 a.m. Our next item is the adoption of the agenda. Commission members, you've received a copy of the agenda. At this time, I'll entertain a motion for approval. Please identify yourself for the record. May I have a motion?
Kelly Barfield, so moved.
Second, Tyler Hansford.
All right, thank you. Is there any discussion before we vote? No? All right.
Ms. Manners, Ms. Vaughn just signed on.
All right, thank you.
Ms. Vaughn, could you state the, state your location?
Greenville, Mississippi. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, we have a motion on the floor to adopt the agenda. Kelly Barfield made the motion, Tyler Hansford seconded, and there was no discussion. All those in favor of approving the agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All right, thank you. The motion carries. We're on to item number 3, which is an action item, approval of the minutes of the December 7th, 2023 meeting of the Commission on School Accreditation. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to accept the minutes from the December 7th, 2023 meeting of the Commission on School Accreditation. As you make the motion, please identify yourself for the record. May I have a motion?
Anthony Bryant.
All right, thank you. May I have a second, please?
Sarah Wilborn.
Thank you. All right, is there any discussion? If not, then all those, I'm sorry, I heard feedback, I guess. All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you. Motion carries. We're on to item 4, which is a discussion item. The proposed revisions to Mississippi Admin Code 7-24, Mississippi Public School Accountability Standards 2023, specifically appendices A-6 through A-12, B-2, G, and Law 3, and the establishment of Appendix A-13. This will be presented by Wendy Clemens, Dr. Jennifer Borkins, and Ginger Kessler. Good morning.
Good morning. Chairwoman Manner, as well as members of the commission, We offer you good morning on this beautiful Thursday morning. The Office of Secondary Education, Career and Technical Education, as well as Special Education, are here this morning to present and seek your approval for the proposed revisions for the Mississippi Public School Accountability Standards 2023, specifically appendices A6 through A12, B2, Appendix G, and the glossary, as well as to establish Appendix A13. So with your permission, I'm going to walk through briefly some of these changes. I know that Dr. Malone sent you these, I think, either earlier in the week or last week. So I'm going to just kind of paraphrase, go through a couple of the changes. We did in Appendix A6, A7, A8, A9, and A10. Those appendices are the ones that address our traditional diploma as well as our endorsement options and our alternate diploma. In subscript 3, we have tried to clarify what courses count as science above biology. Subscript 4, we did a little wordsmithing to make it clear to the field. Subscript 6, we made some changes for clarification and cover the offering of Mississippi Studies as an 8th grade offering. We know that a lot of districts are now offering Mississippi Studies as an 8th grade Carnegie Unit offering, and so we changed some of the wording there, hopefully to make that clear, particularly for those who transfer into the state from out of state. Subscript 8, we did a little wordsmithing. In subscript 9, for technology and computer science, that is where we created a complete appendix, A13, to get rid of the approved courses manual language. As we move into MSIS 2.0, we're going to shift into that being our approved courses, quote, manual, because it's 2024 and MSIS 2.0 is going to provide us opportunities to do that. In subscript 11, we had changes to the JROTC requirement for CCR and the AP replacement for CCR. Rather than a student having to have 4 credits of JROTC to substitute for CCR, they will only have to have 3. And with AP, the students will only have to have AP Seminar. They will not have to have AP Research and AP Seminar. We created a substitution for out-of-state students who transfer into one of our schools the second semester of their senior year for the CCR class. Because students who do transfer in their senior year typically are not going to have CCR because that's unique to Mississippi. So we ask those students to have either a full Carnegie unit in social studies or a half a credit in personal finance and a half a credit in social studies. We cleared up some language on how the CCR course may be taken to accommodate different school schedules. I think the language previously was like 1 semester. So what we did was we went back to like a half a Carnegie unit or 1 Carnegie unit because we have school districts that are being very innovative with their schedules, and so we didn't want to tie them into the semester language. So we made some changes there. One of the biggest changes that we made is on the CTE endorsements. We added a JROTC diploma endorsement to that option. JROTC is currently not under CTE as it relates to Perkins, which is our federal funding. So what we did was we added JROTC in addition to CTE. So we will create a JROTC seal. And those students who take 4 credits of JROTC and meet the other requirements can get a JROTC endorsement to their traditional diploma. We changed Appendix A10, which is the alternate diploma option, to read a little more clearly and to be synonymous with language changes and the other appendices. We added a statement to certificate of completion, which is Appendix A11. We updated Appendix A12, which is CTE substitutions for core courses. And then, like I said, added Appendix A13. We removed language in Appendix G concerning the occupational diploma, because last year should have been the last set of students who graduated that option would have been applicable to. So we removed that. And then we revised the AP glossary term just a bit and removed some obsolete terms from the glossary. At this time, myself and Ginger Kessler with the Office of Special Education will entertain any questions that you have.
Sorry, I was scrolling so
I have
fast.
one, go ahead.
No, I was just saying,
I'm sorry, don't-
she was talking faster than I could scroll, so
I
I
apologize.
apologize.
Yes.
I have one question. I noticed in the part with the discussing special education, there was a change from the word must to should.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you address that?
I
I
can.
wondered why it wasn't shall or must.
So it changed from the must to the shall to bring it into alignment with IDEA. Really, that is the decision of the IEP committee on what that certificate option looks like. What we were running into is there were very specific times that they could only consider their certificate of completion. And when students would get to be 18 and not be able to graduate with any of the other options, then they would drop out. So if the
Okay,
IEP,
so
if
that's
the,
leaving an option, if that's what you mean by should instead of shall, so that's leaving the option.
correct,
Is that
yes.
correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Are there any other questions? No other questions? All right. We are on to item 5. It is an action item, and it is the approval to submit a request to the State Board of Education to begin the Administrative Procedures Act, APA process, to revise Mississippi Admin Code 7-24, Mississippi Public School Accountability Standards 2023, A-6 through A-12, B-2, G, and the glossary, and the establishment of Appendix A-13. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to submit the request to the State Board of Education to begin the Administrative Procedures Act to revise Mississippi Admin Code 7-24, Mississippi Public School Accountability Standards 2023, A-6 through A-12, B-2, G, and the glossary, and the establishment of Appendix A-13. Please identify yourself as you make the motion. May I have a motion, please? I'm sorry, I heard a squeal and I couldn't hear your name. Please say it again. May I have a motion?
This is Carl Evers. I move approval to begin the APA process for the noted changes to the appendices and accountability standards.
Thank you, Dr. Evers. May I have a second, please?
Second, Lauren Bailey.
Thank you, Dr. Bailey. All right, is there any discussion before we vote? If not, then at this time, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All right, then at this time, the motion carries. Thank you. We're on to item 6, and this again is an action item, and it's for consideration of the waiver from Scott County School District for Process Standard 2.1, Principal Duties of the Mississippi Public School Accountability Standards 2023 for school year 2023-24. and Dr. Malone will present the information to us.
Yes, you have in your backup materials the request from Scott County to grant a waiver for this year. Process Standard 2.1 requires that the principal have no other duties that require a specific work area code. But it does allow for certain exemptions that are approved by the commission. So the district is asking your permission to allow their principal to assume, I believe it's some coaching duties for the remainder of this year so that they are not in violation of Process Standard 2.1.
All right, thank you. Are there any questions for Dr. Malone from the commission? All right, if not, then at this time, I will entertain a motion to consider a waiver of Process Standard 2.1 principal duties of the Mississippi Public School Accountability Standards 2023 for school year 2023-24. As you make the motion, please identify yourself.
Anthony
May I have a
Brown.
motion? All right, thank you. And may I have a second?
Kelly Barfield, second.
Thank you very much. All right, is there any discussion before we vote? All right, if not, then all those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the motion carries. Next item is item 7, and that is the approval to upgrade the accreditation status of the Richardson School District from probation to accredited, and Dr. Malone will present this information to us.
Yes, back in the fall, you assigned the recommended statuses for the current school year based on the noncompliance for last year. And the way the policies read, if a district clears everything, they can then be brought back to the commission to have their probation upgraded back to accreditation. And so yesterday, we were able to review all the records from Richton and confirm that they have cleared all the violations on record. And so I apologize for the last minute adding this to the agenda, but hated to wait another 2 months to bring them back to you to request that they be upgraded from probation to accredited based on their recent confirmation of compliance.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Dr. Malone? If not, then at this time, I'll entertain a motion to upgrade the accreditation status of the Richardson School District from probation to accredited. As you make the motion, please identify yourself for the record. May I have a motion?
Chair Wilborn, I make a motion.
Thank you. May I have a second, please?
Carla Evers, second.
Thank you, Dr. Evers. Is there any discussion before we vote? All right. Then all those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. The motion carries. And we're on to item 8, and that is other business. Dr. Malone?
So we don't really have any other business. Just a reminder that the next meeting will be April the 4th, unless we were to have something to come up between now and then and need a special called. Like I said, I don't think I have anything else agency-wide. Is there anything I need to, Wendy, can you think of anything?
Did we want to address?
Yes, thank you very much. I'm glad you said that. Lori Brechtel has been serving on the commission for the last 3 years. We did not call her name out for a roll call this morning because she has recently moved out of the congressional district that she was representing to another congressional district. So we have confirmed that she did have to step off, so that does leave another vacancy for us. So we now have 2 vacancies that we are going to be working to fill, and we also know that there are a couple of you that will either, your term will be expiring in June, or you already know that you'll be in a different role, a different district or different position in the fall for next school year. So we anticipate over the next several months having some new faces join us to fulfill those vacancies that we have currently and that will be coming up.
All right, thank you. Is there any other business or any other questions for Dr. Malone? Anything?
This is
No,
Carl
then
Evers.
that's
I have a question
Sure.
for Dr.
All right.
Malone. Dr. Malone, does this body hear from the Accountability Task Force with regard to changes, intending or possible changes to the accountability model, or does it go from the Accountability Task Force straight to the state board?
They usually go through the commission. They do usually go through the commission.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anything else? Then at this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. May I have a motion, and please identify yourself.
Dr.
And
Hansford, I
then
saw
may I
your
have a
I saw your mouth moving, but you're muted.
I am?
No,
It
Dr.
was me.
Hansford.
Sorry, Tyler Hansford.
Okay. I'm sorry, I thought it was me. Okay. Are you making a motion?
Yes, please.
All right, thank you. And may I have a second, please?
Second, Lauren Bailey.
Thank you. All right, any discussion about adjourning? If not, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? No? All right. The motion carries, and we stand adjourned at 8:54 a.m. Thank you all, and see you next time.